Welcome, crafty friends, to Donna's Creations and More. Today is Hello Harvest collaboration. The host is DIY from House to Home in our gray house, and the guest host is Happiness Created. Now let's get on with my tutorial. So I decided to try out my stamps and die cuts for this tutorial and do some Halloween gingerbread. So I've already cut out the back part of the die cut in brown. Now I'm going to take the stamp part and stamp it in my black ink, and then stamp the image onto the die cut that I cut out. This is a really cute little set. I got it. I'm not sure if it was Wish or Temu, one of them. A lot of them I really ordered from Temu. They have so many different gingerbread stamps and die cuts. Look how adorable that is. And so we're going to color it in. And for my coloring, I used regular markers, metallic markers, and makeup. Yes, you heard me correct. Makeup. I've done it before. That's another way I do it with other crafts I have done. So I'm going to color in her hat real quick in black. And we're just going to detail her up and make her super adorable. And I really wish it went this fast. It took me 3 hours to do this. So I colored in a little black cape, and I tried to have the words stay, but that's not working. So you'll see me scribble it all out and just color the whole thing in black. And here I go. This turned out super adorable and really pretty. So if you never used makeup to color with, try it. It makes your project look so much better. Here I go with the makeup. Now first I was trying with this brush. It's not going to work. And I'm still trying. I'm trying everything. Like, why can't I get this brown? Then I decided to grab some Q-tips. Haha, that's working. So I take some Q-tips and I make her little dress green. And color in her hat orange. Now I decided it's working so great. Let me take and add the black over what I did in the markers. Makes it more matte colored. Take some markers and color her nose, and this is like little eyeliner pencils, and I do her eyes. Same with her little cheeks. Another little eyeshadow pencil. And then so I take my stamp. I'm going to get some white paint. I want this lettering. So then I decided to just use my finger. Aha! That worked. I'm going to take my white paint and add dots on our little hat. And color in all the little parts that's supposed to be the little gingerbread markings on her. Finish her hat up. Dot our little eyes. Add a little bit more orange to her hat. And again, some orange eyeshadow to matte it down. Just coloring, following the lines that was already stamped on, making them darker. Then I'm just going to outline her in a brown marker. And finish her cape. And she is done. Now I'm going to take some contact paper, because I did all this work. I'm going to save this little die cut here. And I covered her. And I'm using my burnishing tool. And at first I started cutting her out with scissors, and I'm like, why? I have a die cut. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it on a die cut machine and run it through. And voila, she's done. Now I have another die cut of a whole gingerbread set that you have to piece together. I have never done neither one of these. A stamp like this or a die cut. Maybe that's why it took me so long. So I'm taking it all apart. I'm trying to figure out what is what. And I didn't have the picture with me. My picture's on my phone. I'm recording on my phone. So I have no clue what every little part is. But we're going with it. So I cut out my little cardstock. And I actually first thought this was a boy. I was wrong. It's a girl. So I add my parts to what colors I want to cut out onto my die cutting machine plate. And I run it through my machine. Now I'm going to get all these little pieces out. And no, that thing didn't work. So if you guys know any little tricks, let me know. Because that little spider web thing was a pain. It's a lot of little pieces. But they are done. Now, yay, we can put our gingerbread together. So I have these little glue pens that I ordered. That is for paper piercing, putting it together. And so I decided, first, before I do anything, let me season my gingerbread with some brown eyeshadow. Just like that, to give him more detail and that more realistic gingerbread look. Give a couple little cheeks. Then I want to put it together on a piece of white cardstock. So I'm taking my little glue pen. This thing dried really quick. It says quick dry. It's quick dry. And I really thought that bow went there. I was wrong. I so was. Actually, it's upside down even when I do it. It's supposed to wrap around her head. But anyhow, I add this on here. Then I realized later on that it doesn't belong there. So we're going to fill in our jack-o'-lantern. Put his little eyes and nose and mouth on. Just piece this whole thing together here. Add our little white part to the gingerbread. Definitely will say it was not that easy without a picture. And my spiderweb's on wrong too. After I looked at the picture. So the bow's on wrong and the spiderweb I put on wrong. The spiderweb doesn't matter, but the bow matters. Is there anything I can do now? So I continue putting this thing together. That's when I realized this bow don't want it. And the bow doesn't that go like this. Actually, the bow goes upside down, wrapped around her head, and that's why there's a little loop on the top of her head. That's where the bow goes. But anyhow, here's the two little leaves. I just did them in white because I'm just going to color them. and didn't even realize, oh yeah, there's a stem. Well, I didn't add that either. Didn't know there was a stem. So I'm adding a little feet in. I'm just going, and then the little white part, of course. And I really wish I can go back and fix this, but I can't. So now it's time to really bring this thing to life. And we're just going to do all our little details, do the eyes, the nose, and mouth. Here's where I do the little leaves. And that same metallic I used in the other one. This is a really pretty color. It came from Dollar Tree. And of course, outline it. Give it more dimension. More of that baked gingerbread look. And of course, we have to do the pumpkin, make that look more real. And give it more dimension. So we take our orange. And these are just regular Amazon markers. I'm going to take my white paint. Well, first I gotta do the eyes, then dot the eyes with the white paint. I almost forgot to put the blue in. And then I'm just going around touching up any of the white that needs to be fixed because of my dirty fingers getting brown on it. Add a little bit of white to the bow. Then add the spider web, which is supposed to go on the right side, not on the left, but oh well. Now we're done, and now we're going to take our sand laminate and save this sucker. That's why I can't fix it. And I have to cut this one out, no choice. It doesn't have a die cut. Well, it does, but you know, it's all in pieces. So I cut this gingerbread out. It's super adorable. I love all these dies and stamps they sell. They even sell them on AliExpress and all. I got a big collection. So here I have a bunch, 2 wood houses. I've got a whole bunch of them off of Marketplace and just end up getting a whole bunch sprayed. So you're going to see a lot of these in my videos for gingerbread. So I'm going to do one in that celery green chalk paint and then a pool blue from Waverly. And I just give it, actually I did give it 3 coats to cover it up really well. But you're not going to see all that. And yes, I did the back, but so then giving it a second coat real quick. And I do a third, but I don't do that on camera. Give it a quick dry. Now we're going to add our pieces. So I'm just going to take this Crayola glue, and I'm going to add my little girl to this green one, the witch one. And then I'm going to add this one over here onto the blue one. But I figured that was not enough. Like, okay, you can't just have them on wood blocks. So I have these window clings from Dollar General for $1. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take one of these pumpkins, add to it here. And then add one of these bats. And then for her, I really wanted the stars. Well, guess what? The stars are not part of the window clings. They're just pictures in the back. So I cut out 2 stars because I want the stars. And I think it looks super cute with the stars. I didn't want bats on her, but it needed something else. So there's the 1 star, and And then here's the second one. And then the second one, and these two will be done. And now for the final review. Tell me what you think. I'm loving these two Halloween houses of gingerbread. If you like this video and tutorial, please like and subscribe. And you'll see a lot more of this coming to my channel because I am loving this. Thanks for watching. God bless. See you on next tutorial. Bye.